Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What is going on, all you sci-fi, cyberpunk movie maniacs out there, brother? It's your boy Preston, PhatSamuraiGuy, back again and hanging out again in the movie dojo. We got a whole bunch of legends here. Let me go ahead and blow it up on the screen here. Matt Taff, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
First time joiner, long time listener.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Sort of long time listener. I mean, yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah, but hey, thanks for being here today. And here he is. I love the name, Ian Kane. I love that. This is like an action movie, like lead name right there, or a comic book character's lead name. I love that. Ian, welcome to the show, brother.
Hello, Ian Kane here. Yeah, Matt and I both are fans, longtime fans. So,
well, thank you, man. Thank you.
Be on the show.
Yeah, man. Creator, writer, director, son, representing. And you know, we support, not only do we support independent cinema here on the channel, but we support, action and martial arts. And you know, we can't be talking no Emergence 2028, baby, without my man John, Big John, Tieng in the house, stunt coordinator. Welcome to the show, brother.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show. All right. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. When did you guys get the call? We'll start with Matt first. Matt, when did you get the call, brother, to get into the film industry? And I see a lot of your past works. You were doing a lot of editing for a lot of award-winning shows and all kinds of stuff. So when did you get the calling, son?
I've kind of done about every job in Hollywood almost. Some directing, I guess, by now. And I don't really want to do that right now, but yeah. I mean, yeah, it's been ever since I was growing up. I just was a big movie junkie fan, and just like wanted to create movies in some way, and I got really got into post production because someone said that was like the kind of the easiest way to get in Hollywood, post production. I was like, shit, let's do it, and got a weird job transcribing. I never heard this job before. You just watch reality. I got a reality TV show. You just watch footage of people being interviewed. Like on Biggest Loser, I was on. Back in the day, you had to take the tapes home and you just transcribe it. And once it went on from there, and was reality TV for a while. And then I went to got into editing. Then I got to learn a little bit about assist editing. Then I went back to school to learn the editing. And then that was a real hard to find editing job, and when I was in already. So
the editing is no joke, man.
Yeah, editing's no joke. Reality TV is actually really it might be harder than scripted. So ended up on this show called The Bay. Right there, yeah. The Bay is a award-winning show. It's an awesome show. It's there for about 5 years. I still kind of do some stuff for them. But at the Bay, Gregory J. Martin's the creator, and they've won many Emmys, Gregory really Gregory was really inspiration to me and Ian's man too, and he's kind of the big thing cool thing about Gregory is he is an independent filmmaker too, super independent. He kind of came from humble beginnings, and also just kind of did his own thing, and he's made a show, and he's got awards, and cool. I was like meeting him, we're like, well, she's Ian's got a better idea, let's go with that, and then you
started getting into short films, and now you're getting you're getting into big leagues here with Emergence. So that's awesome, man. Learn a little bit of everything as you go, right? A little bit of acting and editing and all that stuff.
You gotta learn everything. Well, being a producer, on this, you gotta know everything, and also how to get people, how to hustle up stuff to do, and get people motivated to do stuff for
I'm sure that's
affordably to get this going, this production going. I mean, it's real.
I'm sure it's an insane job being a producer.
Meaning of
are you the master editor for Emergence, or you got your own team for that?
Actually, I don't really want to be. I'm co-editor.
Okay, cool.
I'm co-editor. We have another guy that's edited so far, Adam Jones.
Nice.
we'll probably get something else to finish. But we like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Ian, when'd you get the call, son?
Oh man. When I was in the Army,
you were watching Bloodsport, and no,
he does bring up a couple. Cyborg. He brings up Cyborg a lot.
Yo, hey, Cyborg's legit.
Yeah,
I like Cyborg.
I love the 90s, late 80s, 90s movies.
Yeah.
But which is kind of a little thing. What's interesting about Emergence is it's retrofuturism. So it combines elements aesthetically, because it's an alternate reality where technology and stuff evolved differently, and there are different geopolitical, things that went on in this alternate timeline. So you see like 90s aesthetics alongside like future tech. So I'm coining my own genre called pixel punk, because pixels were big back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So but back in the day when I was in the military, I would do little skits, with other soldiers and in the Army. So that's how I kind of, I like the Wayans brothers. I studied them like way back in the day.
Oh,
I looked at their old tapes and stuff, and they were doing stuff in their living rooms, with these other actors, comedians. And so I love that kind of hustle mentality where you just create your own, destiny, really. And so I got back, moved down to Hollywood, and was really, I was doing a documentary on Hollywood, actually. I was doing a documentary. I have like a few hundred hours of footage on that, but I'm really a sci-fi and horror and martial arts kind of geek.
Nice.
So I wanted to combine all of those kind of facets into, one kind of, because back in the day, there used to be weird fiction. It was called weird fiction. Was before horror and all this other stuff. They combined fantasy, romance, horror into this, Edgar Allan Poe, Arthur Conan Doyle, H.P. Lovecraft. That's all weird fiction. So I wanted to combine disparate elements and combine it into something that's more or less kind of cohesive. And the closest thing that approximated that was cyberpunk. So 11 years ago, I met my man over here, Matt. Hired him for an editing job and for horror short. And I have a horror series as well.
And this is for was it for The Visitor?
Yeah, there you go. Old school. There you go.
What's funny, I mean, Ian was, if I could just say real quick, Ian was like the first editing job I really had out of school, which is nuts.
Wow.
Go right into it.
Yeah, and then Matt introduced me to Gregory later on when he started working with them. Like you said, Gregory's an inspirational guy because he came from kind of like me. So Matt and I just kind of, we just kept going. And we started, we were doing the horror thing. And then 2.5 years ago, we started with nothing. We always tell people, like, we started with nothing and just my script, and then we started this as an episodic. We were going to do it as a TV series.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so then we kept, doing it in pieces, piecemeal, if you were. And so we just eventually attracted people, kept meeting people in the same kind of, the film industry is kind of a small industry. So we kept meeting the same kind of people and everyone's, cool and everything. So we just collaborated with like-minded people. And that's what we're doing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I was looking at some of these shorts, and I got to watch these, man, because I'm like, what is that in the middle? I think something's in the middle there. It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. What's going on?
That was an apartment in Hollywood on Cherokee.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of Hollywood.
Right.
So we used the actress's Sarah Hedgren. We used her apartment for that.
Hey,
shoot.
Whatever works.
18 hours or something. That was crazy. But it was a fun shoot.
Well, speaking of creepy images, I looked on this short right here.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, I don't want to walk down there. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to go the other way.
Funny enough, the in that film, I got the actress
Kelly Ryder.
Kelly Ryder.
Yeah.
Of Actress Access. She out of like 400 actresses, I chose her, and it was that shoot out of the Conduct, which comes right after The Visitor. There's Kelly right there.
There's Kelly.
She was great to work with, real professional.
Nice.
But right down the So Cherokee's where I filmed The Visitor. By chance, we used someone else's apartment. One of the other actresses, 1 block away. That's how crazy this is, and they didn't even know each other.
Wow.
I
We
know
also
that.
used Kelly's place as well, Kelly's apartment.
That's wild.
Kelly I think she just produced.
Yeah, it's really wild. The cleaner, which is a producer on the movie Cleaner that just came out. So it's really wild stuff happens.
Well, I gotta definitely check out these, shorts here
these
because
shorts
I love the horror, baby. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we actually got like 4-star reviews in like Dread Central, and for the shorts, man. We didn't know anybody.
Dread Central, holy shit!
Yeah.
That's big time, right there.
Yeah, right. And it's kind of
cool.
disappointing because that happens, but people don't really watch shorts, so like it happened. We're like, all right,
Yeah.
Like we kind of paused for a minute, like, and then that's kind of one of the things we're like, should we do the Ian, should we do the short? Should we do the feature horror with cyberpunk? And that was kind of like I was just really pushing, like, Ian, you have those books, the cyberpunk books. You don't want to talk about that, Ian, but let's go for the cyberpunk movie because it's like the horror short. People, I don't know, make people like it, but it's not really getting enough attention. Let's go.
Emergence 2028 is based on a book series I have called Fading Empires. You can look them up on Amazon, and it's further ahead. It's in 2083. Same universe, but I knew I couldn't make with the budget. This is indie filmmaking, so I don't have any money hardly. So I knew I couldn't make. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make that world. That it was too far in the future for me to make convincingly. So I set it in back 65 years, closer to our timeline. So we can still have stuff that looks like it's these days. But yeah, that's pretty much. And then Matt really liked the idea. Matt's been instrumental. He's really helped me as well, handle a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Producer. He's really that producer role.
Yeah.
And really helped out. Nice. So yeah, we've just keep on trucking. We keep building momentum.
Yeah. And, nice.
We want to,
that's how you do it.
What's that?
Yeah. I said that's how you do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are doing it the right way.
We've been filming this about 2 years almost, honestly.
And that's crazy. Oh yeah, it takes a long time. People think if you take pictures with a couple of celebrities, they think, oh wow, you got all this money, and they think, oh, this happens overnight or something. You have to grind it this over and over and over, like, and then so it's just funny how people see stuff on your social media. They think one thing, but in reality, it's kind of different. You're still really struggling.
Every day we're out there, every day. So.
Like when Matt got his Emmy, his daytime Emmy, people started coming up to him, right, Matt, and saying, "Oh, you got all this money and stuff," and you're.
Yeah, that's just weird. It's like
statue.
I'm not getting paid like a rock star just because I have a gold Emmy.
Right. Where is your Emmy? Where is it?
Yeah, the Emmy's over there.
I was about to say you better be in the background.
Yeah, you can see.
Should have brought it closer and be like, how did this get here? Oh.
I know. Yeah. I'll be humble about it.
Let's get to my man John over here. John, brother. Hey.
Yeah.
How'd you get the calling, man? Martial arts, action, stunt work. When did you know this is what you were good at, and you're constantly working on improving and getting even better? When did you get the call, man?
Honestly, I got the call when I was a kid. Growing up with Power Rangers, growing up with like Three Ninjas, Ninja Turtles. All everything I grew up with, and as a kid, we just played make believe every day. Moving on a couple of years, I was actually a dancer for a long time. So I did a lot of hip hop dance competitions and everything.
All right.
And then my dance transitioned into fighting. So that was like my learning a new style, and I just fell in love with martial arts. And then at the same time, I was learning film. So it's funny enough, I actually started as an editor before I got into fighting. So I worked in production before anything else. So became an editor, worked as a grip, script supervised, and then also directed a couple of my own things. And then I got into film fighting. So it kind of like just combined the two, movement with film. And I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be. And
nice.
And ever since then, I've been doing this for the past like 7 or 8 years now. Working in the industry is very tough. Like Ian was saying, it's a very small industry. So we all know each other.
Yeah.
Somebody knows somebody, which is really nice. And yeah, it's still an ongoing journey. I just came from training, so every day we're training every day just to be ready for the next job. And I got hopped onto this project from my buddy Darren, and
shout out to Darren Lowe.
Yeah, he recommended me, which is really nice. Shout out to him. And now we're here creating some really cool stuff that you just can't wait to show you guys.
Hell yeah, man. Well, some of your favorite martial arts movies?
Shoot, there's honestly too many to
Bloodsport.
Say. No, yeah, Bloodsport. Yeah. For sure, it's a classic.
I keep throwing that movie out.
It's so good. Yeah. There's
anything recent. Anything recent that you like? Could be action too. Martial arts action.
Yeah, I think there's a movie from Indonesia. It's on Netflix. Can't remember the name of it, but is it
The Night Comes for Us?
No, but that is a good one. So the same guys, not the Raid. The Raid is actually the one that started all of these recent,
man.
U.S. martial art films now. Like they're the inspiration. Everyone now takes inspiration from the Raid.
Yes.
Which is really nice. But the guy
Headshot? Is it Headshot?
Not Bloodshot, no.
Headshot.
Oh, not Headshot.
The Big Four?
It's fairly new.
Okay.
It's fairly new.
I'm gonna look it up. Send me a message later when we're offline because I want to watch this movie.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. It's pretty much like Ninja Assassins.
The Shadow Strays.
The Shadow Strays, yes.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's a wild one.
That is a wild movie, man. That was like
someone said we remind him of Ninja Assassins, by the way. Someone said we remind him of Ninja Assassins. Nice. Watch the cut. I was like, really? Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Shadow Strays is wild. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. That was crazy. But some of these other projects that you've been a part of, John, let's briefly talk about your experience. We got a Dragon Ball. What? Yeah, I see you're a Dragon Ball Z fan. Now, you know what that means? That means we're brothers now.
Heck yeah.
That's all right. How was it being a part of this little film project?
Super fun. Short. Yeah. Colin Bass is a really good friend of mine. He had me create the fight for this latest episode. I got a little cameo from the first one, but I was more like, hey, let me just choreograph for you guys and get you guys some good action. So that was a good one. That was a fun one.
Can we watch this on YouTube?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. And the Mean One with David Howard Thornton from Terrifier. Were you part of this? Doing some of the action as well?
I played one of the hikers that gets destroyed by this Grinch.
Nice. Yeah. Now I got to go back and watch it now.
Yeah. It's I think this was my first that was my first big screen role, which is really
hell
nice.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. And I've had David on the show way back before Terrifier 2 even came out. Yeah. He was a sweetheart. It was cool to interview him. Did you get a chance to work with Cynthia Rothrock in Prey of Wrath?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. How was that experience, man?
So this one was actually crazy because this was like in the beginning of my career. And it wasn't just like one stunt guy. There was like at least 50 of us.
Yeah.
So, and we're in like full tactical gear, running up and down hills. Their idea, I mean, they didn't, it was a low budget film, but like the idea was like, hey, explosion here, but there's no explosion. So we kind of had to like play it off, right? And there's like 50 of us doing like random stuff. But it was definitely an experience because after that shoot is where I met a lot of my stunt friends. That was like big shoot, and I'm still friends with a lot of those guys. We work with each other a lot, and really good group of people.
I just wanted to interject real quick. Sorry, Cynthia Rothrock. She actually was going to be in Emergence.
Oh shit!
Yeah. We
scheduling conflict or what happened there?
We just talked to her. We just talked to her a bit. I just really
seeing if she was available.
Just really work out of time, a few different things, but yeah, she's great. She's great though. We're huge fans.
I mean, who's not a fan?
Yeah, who's not? Who's not?
This point,
this is a long time ago. Like one of the first people we talked to, actually.
Yeah, it was so cool. sitting next to her at San Diego Comic-Con for the
I saw you with her. Yeah.
Extravaganza panel, and having her here on the podcast was great. But she, when I had her here, John, I showed the trailer for this, and she was talking about it. So it's cool that you were part of that project, man. Yeah. But let's give the audience a little taste here of my man John in action.
Sure.
Let's check it out. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. I enjoyed Sleepers, man. That was a cool short. Are we gonna get a part 2 of that?
Well, I get a part 2. I have honestly, I wrote a whole feature on that one. So that was a piece of kind of wanted as a concept. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! I can't wait for that one. Yeah, because when this one ended, I was like, we got to see where the story goes. But yeah, great fight. Really enjoyed it, man. But let's keep the action going here, baby. I'm gonna bring up a little video on the side here, and let me go ahead and bring it up here. Hold on, give me 1 second, and let's get this cracking here. See more of John in action, and this is like some of the fight choreography, correct? For getting ready, right, Ian, for Emergence, correct?
Well, I'll let John.
Okay.
This is a really
tell us what's going on here, John.
So this is like a little concept that I had in my mind because we wanted to kind of portray some weapons, and then gun, knife, and kind of like how smooth we want the choreo to be.
Yeah,
still dramatic, but yeah, kind of like a concept.
Yeah, love it. I love the camera movement too, Ian.
Yeah,
we're using the same guy.
Yeah, we're using the same gentleman for our cameraman. We just talked to him earlier, and it's interesting because he's a dancer. The person that we had chosen before. Well, I'll explain this after. Let John do his thing here.
Yeah.
This was dope. This second one right here, John.
So dope. Yeah.
This one right here. Action. Boom. Slip it. Look at that.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah, I love how the camera work is part of the action. So good. And most importantly, John, you could see what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's what I really intrigued me about John's his footwork, the camera angles, his fluidity, everything was on point, and it's exactly what I was telling Matt. The way I want Emergence, kind of fights to go down is this kind of style. It's like you said, Preston. It's where you can see the action.
Yes,
it's very dynamic and kind of ever evolving and changing.
Yeah, you can see the action, and then because of the camera work. Yeah, I love this right here. So good.
It was a big discussion how exactly should the fights go down because we have a lot of influences, but Ian said, and then it led to this, and they're gonna go down basically like this as a mixture, some other things, and
it's kind of like a lot of my inspiration. I love a lot of the old Hong Kong stuff and a lot of John Woo's kind of
hell yeah,
Phat, The Killer, Hard Boiled. And then also when the raid came out, I just lost my mind. That was kind of like
insane.
The raid was new for a lot of us.
So one thing we're not doing is Shiggy Cam stuff. We're not doing that. So
yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the camera work and you could see the action, but the way the camera's moving with it, it's like the audience is along for the ride.
Exactly.
And they're a part of it. And this is really great. I can't wait to see the fight scenes in Emergence.
Yeah. I'm a big player.
John, did you do all the fight scenes in Emergence?
You did this one.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing the whole fight scene sequence. There's going to be 2 kind of fights back to back.
Nice.
So we're working on those right now.
It's not a martial arts movie, but that's going to be part of it. You know, I mean, that's going to be a big. So yeah, because it's cyberpunk with lots of different things in it. But
how do these stunt guys do this? They land on their necks.
Yeah.
But yeah, phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal. Very well done. Very well done.
And what's interesting, just to interject.
I'll go for it.
We had another fight choreographer before there, stunt choreographer, and Pontiac, and he passed away sadly about a month and a half ago. Yeah, but he was telling us, well, you got to get somebody who's a dancer for your cameraman. And we were like, oh, we kind of thought about that. That's kind of. I said, oh, that kind of makes sense. Like somebody who move around. And it's just interesting because John and our other guy come from a dancing background, so that's really lends itself to that kind of fluidity and getting in and out of those shots, because you can get hurt if you don't know what you're doing and you're most of these people work. Right. So
yeah, copy that. No, well said. Well said. You got David Rose here saying respect and shout out to you guys there. Thank you, David. Thank you for that. But now it is time. It is time to have some more fun here and get a little sneak peek of Emergence 2028, son. That's right. Pixel Punk, son, is on the rise, baby. Let's go.
Alternate realities embrace a sinister future where savage gangs, ruthless syndicates,
well, the whole thing,
and devious megafirms dominate society. But amidst the darkness,
sorry for your loss.
There are those who dare to stand against this overwhelming tide of evil.
Taking care of all security cameras. Get ready, boys.
Fighting to protect the weak.
That's how you died.
And the innocent.
I think it's time for me to teach you a lesson.
Because the government banned gun from the average citizen.
You don't know what you got yourself involved with here.
So now only cops and criminals have them.
The arms business is booming.
I'm always fully loaded.
This is not my first rodeo.
Yeah. We got a fuck yeah right here. Yeah, man.
Exactly. Yep.
That's how
you
you
can
do
see
it.
how
Reaction, yep.
this is already we have our signature kind of look with boosted colors and stuff like that, and the aesthetics. And so that's what excited me about this kind of fighting style and our aesthetics with the lighting and stuff is going to be something that people haven't seen before.
Nice. Copy that. Well, let's have some more fun here. Let me go ahead and bring it up again. And you guys feel free to give some more behind the scenes. Obviously, no spoilers, because we want people to check out the movie. But yeah, let's go ahead and have some more fun here and take a look at Emergence 2028. I mean, how long? I know you guys are continuing to film some more, correct? But how long have you did it take for you to film what you got so far?
Oh, it's been 2.5 years, and because, like I said, we started it as an episodic,
right?
And
it's going to be a series, right?
It's going to be a series, and so it just kind of
evolved.
And then people were telling us it's going to be really super hard for you to sell this as an indie. You're an independent, guy. You can't. You're going to really struggle selling this a TV series. And so they said that your best bet is to turn it into a film. But we had already shot it a couple episodes by then, and and people, it just kept growing, and it was like something that we hadn't expected to happen, really.
Copy that. This is a great shot right here.
Which one? This? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where was this at?
Yeah. A couple of these are like, you know, like from B-roll forms, but we modify.
Oh, gotcha.
We modify the colors and such, so there are, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's the great Bailing. That's right. Yeah. How cool was it to work with her, man?
Amazing. Yeah, it was. You know, everyone asks us, "How'd you get Bailing? How'd you get Bailing?" Because you know, you don't see her in a whole lot of things, because she's pretty picky, really.
Yeah,
a little more picky than some other people we have. But there's that photo. Yep. Yeah. Just we got her a couple times. We talked to her for about a year before we got her. So I'm glad we got her. She really lends a lot to the movie. You know, she has that charm in the movie and everything, and that seriousness. And she's a really great actress. You know,
she's a legend. I mean,
how good she is. I mean,
so many movies. We reviewed last year 3 Extremes, and her movie on there, because it's 3 movies, and her film that she was in is called Dumplings. It's like a horror.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, that's
and
really
she's so good in Dumplings.
Yeah, she's
so good.
I've seen some of her small newer ones, and she's always the best part of them. She's always the newer one. She's like always the best part. Yeah.
Got Bacon here saying he loved that shot earlier with the car. Pure cyberpunk vibes. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's great about Bai is that she's not only, you know, beautiful and all kind of stuff, very smart, but she's very super creative. Like, her and I hit it off immediately, just like talking about the characters that she's playing, Savina, and everything like that. And we just really she had some great ideas, and she's just really professional. You know, she comes prepared, and then she likes to improvise, you know, and then we kind of learn something through the process.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because she's like a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Nice. Did she improvise a lot, or she just had like ideas like, hey, let me try this?
She brought it up to me. She wanted to try something, and at first I was kind of like, I don't know, and then she convinced me. She just said, okay, I'll try it, and it worked out. It actually worked out better than I thought.
So. Yeah, like there's a scene she wasn't in, but then she put herself in it, kind of. But it worked great. It worked great. Yeah.
Nice.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool shot right here.
She's very passionate and very smart, very creative lady.
And the legend here, Eric Roberts' son. That's right. Yeah. We watched for the first time. Was it earlier this year? I think it was earlier this year, or it was late last year. We watched The Ambulance for the first time.
Oh yeah, I love The Ambulance.
Oh my god, that movie!
I told Eric I love The Ambulance. That was actually one of the first things I said to him. I said, Eric, you probably haven't heard this one before, but one of my favorite movies you're in is The Ambulance. He goes, oh yeah, it was Stan Lee, and he went on to tell me a huge Stan Lee story.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the Ambulance. If everybody watching this podcast right now, if you guys have not seen The Ambulance, we highly recommend you check it out. It's one of the greatest dark comedies of all time. But Ian, how was it working with Eric?
It was another fountain of knowledge. I got to spend a little time with Eric there backstage. That was when we first started out, actually, and we had a friend that Paris Dillon, who credit to Paris Dillon he was good friends with Eric, and we met Eric actually at one of Paris's Dying to Sleep, his movie Dying to Sleep. So Paris Dillon is a co-director and co-producer on Emergence. He linked up Eric with us, and that's how we got Eric. And Eric wanted to play a bad guy. He told Matt directly, "You got a bad guy?" Or he asked him. So. Like, perfect. I love Eric Roberts as a bad guy. So I designed the character for him. I made him very eccentric. So I ordered that shirt right there, the necklace, the medallion, everything, slacks, everything. I had this character I envisioned as this eccentric gangster. So that's what I built for Eric. But it was a blast. It was a blast hanging out with him, and learning from just like with Bai, you learn from these folks who've been in the game much longer, and you just kind of open your ears up and listen to them.
He's styling and profiling. Look at that.
And I gotta say, it was wild. I mean, I'm a new actor, really, kind of. It was wild. It was great. Ian put me in a scene with them. I was like, whoa, it was wild.
Yeah, who's this guy? Who's this guy back here?
That's me, everyone. That's me. It's the character Bannon.
That's awesome, man.
Bar manager.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
there's Darren.
Here's Darren.
Yeah. Oh, I'm loving the hawk. My hawk is in reset mode right now.
That's cool, man.
I need a haircut. I need a haircut. It was getting out of control.
Cool,
oh, thank you.
Dude,
and this tank here, guy, man, that's Jesus Christ. Shout out to Mr. Singleton here, man. He was in Deadpool and Pirates of the Caribbean and so much. He does a lot of voice acting too. How did you get the tank in your movie here?
Let's see. I think it was a couple of years ago. Again, when we first started out, and we knew about Isaac, and I can't remember how we just contacted him, man.
I think we just kind of knew him. We just ended up knowing him through the bay. Well, he was on the bay. He was on the bay, and we just started talking about parties and such. And we just started talking about Emergence, and he got interested, and and we took him to Volcano and had lunch with them, and
nice.
And about a year later, he ends up in the movie. Yeah. And,
what a voice this guy has.
He is great. He's funny too. He's low key funny.
But he is a walking tank. So how cool.
He is.
So he's got some action in this movie.
In this one. His character is gonna see some action in the second one. So I had to I had to chop down the script because of timing and budgetary reasons. So I'm pushing some of the stuff from the original film, my original script, into the second movie.
Gotcha. All right. I didn't even know that we're going to get another one. That's cool. It's going
to be a franchise. This is not.
Hell yeah.
So we're getting
all right.
Multiple. We want this to be kind of like the next big, franchise, basically.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Well, what's interesting about this movie? There's like 30 characters in this movie. There's a lot of characters in this movie, which I think we think people are gonna like it. It's like a Marvel Comics movie, but like cyberpunk, but different.
Well, the poster itself shows many. Yeah. There's so many people.
I try to tell people, because I don't want them to think that I'm limiting them too much. But a lot of the characters we're just introducing now, and then we're going to continue them into the future. So try to impart that onto some of the actors,
Okay.
Believe us, a lot of people are like,
more later on,
Yeah, the character arcs will come later.
Right, exactly. Like John is. At first, I wasn't really thinking of John as an actor, but then just as a stunt choreographer, and I started kind of looking the way he moves and stuff, and he seems like a real disciplined guy. I said, man, this guy would be kind of cool, And then I looked at his stuff and I said, okay. He said, yeah, okay, cool. So he plays one of the guys in the film too. One of the.
Oh, nice! All right, nice. I'll be keeping my eye out, seeing John kick some more ass. Cool shot right here. Getting let everybody know about that cyberpunk world they be watching and living in right now. But I see what you're talking about, the whole color grading.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, man.
Yeah, we have
look, there's like 5 different colors on one shot. Like this is difficult to set up, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's much more intricate than people realize, and so
right.
And the way that Paula too, who plays one of the characters, plays one of the eccentric. So let's see, is Patrick Simpson and Paula too. They play these eccentric arms dealers.
All right.
In the scene with Bai, but Paul has a boutique in Beverly Hills, and he asked my advice on how I wanted Bai's outfit to be built. And so I picked out the color and everything and kind of the general style, and he just went with it. And because I said I wanted something that changes colors with like blues and reds, because that's kind of. And so as you watch her outfit throughout the trailer, it'll be different colors depending on where she goes.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And he added that whole headdress thing and stuff, and that was intricate too. It has like a frame inside there and everything. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, look at this stud over here.
Yeah.
This guy.
I do autographs right now. Okay.
I don't think it works out for this guy right here.
Well, that's one of my best friends, but so don't make fun of him too much.
That's me holding the rifle on the left. That's me on the left there.
Oh, that's you. Okay, nice.
Just so people.
There he is.
Nick's not really a super actor, but you know, we put him in there. But he did pretty good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Decent.
Yeah. Nice. Look, this is a great shot right here too. Looks like some more people didn't make it. But look, we got the tactical.
These are the really color thing. You can tell this is super color.
Yeah,
like John Wick or Suspiria or something like that. You know the color.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Meets Suspiria.
Yeah,
Did Darren handle all the tactical movement and action?
No, I did because military tactic stuff. Because I'm
nice.
Military.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Teaching Darren like room clearing and all that kind of stuff. You know, all these, it was a pleasure to show them how to do that stuff, because if it helps their careers, you know, later on, it's a great thing.
How cool!
That's what's cool. It's like the authenticity, because Ian is from the military background.
Yeah,
authenticity is like top notch. Like roll call signs, all this stuff. You know, it's not like fake at all.
Nice.
Well, some of it is. I don't want it to be so super realistic that it's just kind of like just like with martial arts action or something. You don't fighting. You don't want it super hyper realistic, because the fight's going to be over in seconds. You know, so you want to have some kind of, you want to take some artistic license and make it appealing so that the viewers also understand what you're doing. Because if you're doing just a lot of military jargon, people aren't going to understand. If you just do basic stuff and you kind of make it kind of showy too, then it's okay.
Yeah. No, well said. And like John, you know, you can go back to Donnie Yen's Flashpoint, and I always use that, because one of the best fight scenes ever, his fight with Colin at the end of that movie.
When they're grappling?
Donnie, I watched an interview and he was like, how do I incorporate MMA in this and still make it entertaining for the audience?
Stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he was like, he said that was one of the hardest things to put together to still make it entertaining for the audience, because he's like, you might as well just watch real MMA. Like, why would you watch this in a movie? But he had to really try hard with the fight choreography to make it entertaining, and you know, not just it's just a regular MMA fight. You know what I mean? He said it was one of the hardest things he ever did. And look at how great the fight was. I mean, I think he broke a rib. He really paid for that one.
Good correlation, though. Yeah, good correlation.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what you just said, Ian. It's like, you know, you gotta make it grounded, but not too grounded to where the audience is checking out.
I guess more like the weapons are I guess the weapons are authentic. The weapons are authentic. I'll tell you what else is authentic. The sets. People really like the sets. Like we filmed that place.
No, the weapons aren't real. Stop the press. The weapons aren't real.
They're not real.
They are movie weapons.
I don't mean that. So let's take that off record. But they're based on real weapons. That's right.
They shoot water.
That's right. And also
water guns.
Well, that's true. There is a futuristic weapon that I fire that's totally not real. So but I will say that this place right here really is an underground bar. And these sets right here are really like this whole thing right here. We love this set right here. This whole place. You know, it's a real.
That was a big warehouse in Alhambra.
Yeah.
Nice.
These sets are really these aren't sets. These are real locations. You know.
Copy that.
Adds authenticity.
This guy's part of your squad, right, Ian? In the movie.
Oh, Anthony Preston, yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Preston. He plays one of so the whole kind of background is, or the premise rather, is that these guys that are black ops, they're ex-special forces guys, but they run this black ops outfit when they come back home to CONUS or continental United States, and so they're basically they form this squad that gets hired off the dark web, but they only do missions that don't harm innocents or like that are helping people who are being downtrodden and stuff. So they're kind of like the A-team in a way, I guess, or the Equalizer, like the old Equalizer.
All right.
So they're good guys. And so
they look like the bad guys, but they're the good guys.
Yeah. So
I call this dystopian instead of dystopian. I call it and the word hope, HOPE.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like I find a lot of the dystopian stuff is just too black pilled sometimes. You know,
yeah. Ah, look at
People
that. Dystopian, pixel punk. We're getting all cool new words here.
Yeah, that's Ian. That's Ian. This is his lore book. He showed me the lore book. Like, by the way, there's a gigantic lore book Ian sent me with. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, I wrote. Matt was surprised because he said, I said, yeah, I wrote this stuff, and then I wrote a 90-page lore background book on the series, on the world of Emergence, and so Matt was like, "What? Wow, you're serious?"
Yeah, so we're so it is. I mean, yeah, we had told you is the basic. That's about the guys, but there's a whole conspiracy web these guys are caught in. You'll see once you see the movie. There's a whole thing. There's a whole big story about this whole.
Is that you shooting the not real gun, Matt?
That's not, yeah, that's me. That's me shooting that real gun. with the VFX explosion coming out of the gun. Yeah.
So that's
not real weapons.
That's a real doggy right there. So
it's a real dog. That's right. No CGI dog. No CGI dog here. Real dog.
That's Snow White 90210, by the way. The dog.
Yeah.
Dog's name.
That's a real explosion right there. No. Yeah. Half kidding.
Oh man. Oh, it's
over.
Someone's gonna get it.
Yeah.
By's not messing around.
She's always fully loaded.
Yeah, always fully loaded. Great.
That's gonna be the tagline.
Look at these dudes. You don't want to mess with these dudes.
No. There's about 20 characters in a row, as you can see. That's just some of them.
Yeah.
So we, and we want to we're designing this to be a franchise that, so we have plans for a comic book series, a role-playing game with
here, right?
With miniatures and stuff. Yeah, that was the preview comic that we had, and
nice
as a kind of a teaser, and then we're gonna be, once we're done, everything is going to hinge on or build upon the film. So once we're done with the film, then we can kind of do these other branch off into the other forms of media.
Hey, is that you and Darren's characters on the right there?
Yeah. Come
Oh, that's cool, man. You're in a comic book too. Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. That's how you do it.
I should have sent you some of the interior pages because it's
yeah. So we're gonna have more to come. There's gonna be more. The whole world of Emergence is gonna grow.
Oh yeah. Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
So speaking of comics, tell us about this one right here.
Oh yeah, cool. So that's my first. That's what I based this series on. This is Twilight of the Colossus, the first Fading Empires book, which kind of has a similar premise. It's these kind of reluctant heroes that band together. They're very disparate, and they don't get along sometimes and everything, but they kind of fall into resisting these these evil forces in 2083.
Nice.
So yeah, cool.
And you can get this on Amazon, correct?
You can get on Amazon. Yeah.
So there you go, guys. Twilight of the Colossus. This is part 1, volume 1. What do we got going on here?
That's the first book. The second one is, I'm thinking Night at the Conwalk. Now I'm thinking my second film. The second one is Festering Abyss, which takes place right after this novel. And I already have 3 other manuscripts written. I'm just re-editing them because I wrote these a long time ago. When I was writing back then, like a decade ago, my writing has really evolved since then. So I have to go back and kind of re-edit these.
Gotcha. Cool. But we can't get the Emergence comic yet, or that's going to come later?
You can go to Emergence. People can go to Emergence2028series.com. Emergence2028series.com. John, we don't have you. We have to get you on the website next. So,
great.
A couple other people have to rearrange, but yeah, that's
John. You're going to be in a comic book, son. How cool! That's awesome, man.
Yeah, as a list of all the characters, all the characters on the series and everything. It has the photos. It has merchandise you can buy. You can buy a mug. I got a mug back there. Yeah. So you have shirts, everything, just to get like we're gonna be like the Batman movie. Everybody had to have the Batman shirt. Everybody's gonna have to have
get your collector stuff while you can.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you recommend people reading the comic before the movie comes out?
Sure. It's it gives a little background on Sabina, the character that Bai is playing in the movie, and also the ISI. It's called Intrepid Soldier International. Those are the good guys, ISI for short. And so yeah, just give a little background, a little kind of lead in.
Well, you know what's next. You know what's next. You got the movie. You got the comics. You know what's next. Video games. Video game. Let's go.
Exactly.
That's, way ahead of you. Already doing it.
I have.
Oh shit! You're already doing it.
Video game design document. Have several ideas. And Matt and I have been talking to different game designers and stuff as we go along, just to get the ball, get the conversation started.
Is it more Shadows Run based or more cyberpunk RPG, or is it kind of similar to the new Cyberpunk 2077 that came out a while back?
Yeah, it's more
the side scroller. What kind of game is it? Action.
It's more turn-based strategy. So
wow.
Like, Jagged Alliance kind of thing.
Look at that.
Yeah,
copy that.
It's going to delve into the world more, and we're still trying to figure out if it's just going to be a single player, or because it's easier to design a single player game because you don't have to worry about the costs that are really huge for video games are for servers. So if you have a multiplayer game, So anyway, we're figuring all this stuff out.
Make sure Big John is in it. Make sure throw him in there somewhere. Bacon wants to know, when's the Fade action figure coming out?
There you go.
Action figure. That's a good. Yeah, we gotta hit the action figures. That's a great point. We got the action figures.
That's funny because Matt actually brought that up about when we first started this. Matt has a friend that does figures.
That's right.
We were thinking about doing that for not this for the horror thing, but
gotcha.
And you just reminded us, so thank you, man.
Cool.
Fade would be a great one. The Mohawk, I can see it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Darren would make a great action figure for sure. When we were just shooting a scene a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
With Darren, and people were trying to get autographs with him already. So it's pretty cool.
He might be the one that pops up. I don't know. He might be the one.
That's awesome. Well, when the sequel comes out, you gotta put me in the movie, and you gotta have. You gotta have John kill me in the movie.
There we go.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna throw a punch, knife right here. Done. That's it.
That's gonna be a choreographed scene.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, also, there's a documentary coming out.
Oh yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So this documentary, Matt, you can go kick that off, man.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought the documentary. Well, I mean, our story is so kind of crazy how it's blown up so fast in a way. It's we just kind of want to do a documentary. We've been recording our Zooms conversations we've had and going to these different events and so the goal is to just put out to make a documentary. When this is all done, we've interviewed a lot of the cast and crew and stuff.
Nice.
So far, we're going to interview them again, and sure, there's going to be a market for this. A lot of people that want to make independent films, but not the typical independent film. Something cool like this, they might have inspiration watching this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Bai and Eric were kind enough to be generous with their time to interview them as well.
How cool.
Already, and but that was the original intention, was to, because when I was coming up, I didn't really know how to direct and produce. I just started learning how to direct and produce by directing and producing, and I wish I would have had maybe like a guidepost somewhere. So I hope that this kind of inspires other people to, like if we can do it, anybody can do it. You just have to have like a good idea, and a thick skin, because you will get tested, but to follow through, you can make your dream happen. So that's what this is all about. Underdogs.
That's right. Well said. And here's a good example right here. Boom. There you go. Everybody, this is what it's all about. Everybody coming together, working hard to create something special. So it's all about at the end of the day.
Thank you. That was just from a week and a half ago. So
just happened. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Look at these legends right here.
Oh, yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
I gotta have to ask. He's standing right next to you. He's standing right next to you, Matt. How big is the bigger John?
Yeah.
How tall is that guy, man? He's got to be like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah. He's imposing. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, there's a picture of just me and him. I wanted to get. You can find it somewhere on there. Yeah, it's funny. We're just like both like crossing our arms. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
How cool. Well, this is what it's all about, man. You know, putting it together and hard work paying off. And I can't wait to see the film when it comes out. And if you do, when you do that second trailer, because I know this was just like a little teaser just for fun. If you do that second trailer, throw a little bit of that combat in there, and please let Eric say fuck. Come on, man. Whose idea was that to mute the fuck? You gotta let him say fuck, man. It's Eric.
It was Ian's, but he's worried about the censorship.
I know.
But screw the censorship. It might, you gotta be safe.
I know. Hey, I'm just saying, the next trailer come out, the fuck edition.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Fuck's come back in.
All good, man. All good.
And I'll show it here on the channel. Why not have some fun there? But yeah, this was a blast. Thank you guys so much for being here on the Movie Dojo podcast. Before we wrap it up, is anything, Matt, you'd like to say to your followers?
I'm just be sure to follow us on Instagram and just keep supporting cool outside the box movies anywhere you can, and thanks for the support. If you support us, woo, yeah.
And everybody, look at the Emmy. Look at the Emmy on the left there.
This whole thing, yeah.
Have it next time you're on the show.
What Emmy for Emergence?
Have it like right here.
What is it? An Oscar for Emergence? That's next.
John, thanks for being here, brother. Anything you'd like to say to your followers?
Keep supporting stunt performers. A lot of us can act, so hire your stunt performers to act and get them some work. That's all I gotta say.
Yo, you hear what my man just said? That's right. You dropped the mic on that one. He said, "Stunt guys can act too, son."
We have a lot of them in our movie that actually act.
That's what I like. I like that. And of course, last but not least, the director himself. Ian, anything you have to say to your followers and fans?
Yeah, just want to inspire people. No matter what you think you don't have, you have resources that you probably don't know you have. So just follow your dreams, and do your best out there. Don't let anyone just go through or over obstacles to get in your way. That's all. And keep supporting indie film. The indie sphere is really coming up right now. So we're glad to be kind of riding that wave. So support independent film and independent artists.
Well said. Well said. That's right. Go for your dreams, baby. Fight for it. There you go. And it'll happen. All right. All of you legends right here, don't go anywhere. But all you guys, thanks again for watching, hanging out with the old samurai guy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and listen to the Movie Dojo podcast right here on YouTube and on Spotify. And we got a lot of cool, more guests coming up for the podcast. And of course, all the other fun videos that I do on here, being a knucklehead. So don't forget, guys, subscribe and click on the links below in the description box so you can follow all of these awesome peeps right here. You'll be in the know when Emergence will have a release and all that good stuff. So click on the links below and keep watching movies representing pixel punk, dystopian genre, action,
everything
martial
cool,
arts.
basically everything cool genre.
Everything cool. That's right.
That.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. And the guns aren't real.